What is up, guys? It's Brillymister here, and welcome to episode 5 of my Runescape Slayer vlog. Today we're going to be discussing why medium level PVM is awesome and why I personally think that it's better and more enjoyable content than high level PVM. So without further ado, enjoy the video. So today, guys, we are killing Abyssal Demons as our task. They're actually a pretty good task all round, really. They're amazing XP, you get really high XP rates per hour here, and they're pretty decent GP, and they're well chilling AFK. The only downside for me right now is they're quite a quick task because you absolutely power through them, so I'm going to have to start this video right at the beginning of the task so I have enough time to squeeze it all in. So today I was going to talk about some sort of medium level PVM and how it's kind of the sweet spot. So medium level PVM, I'm talking about everything, it's kind of now from like QBD, Corp, God Wars Dungeon 2, all that kind of thing. We'll have a look. I can see if I can get my little task log up here. Where is it? Beasts. So kind of like the stuff that's not Araxor, I'd say is kind of high level PVM. Raids, it's getting towards the high level PVM. But you know, kind of stuff like, yeah, the Magister I guess is kind of in it. Magister's a really good boss. I do enjoy the Magister. Or like your God Wars Dungeon 2, like Hellware, QBD. Next, I guess, as well. You can duo Next. Next is kind of on the borderline, I suppose, to going up to high level PVM. But I think it personally is the sweet spot, and for a lot of players that aren't top level, high end PVMers, I imagine that it is kind of the sweet spot for PVM and like being enjoyable. Because not everyone wants to go to Telos and have to like sit there sweating it out and smashing all your keys up, and it's quite that, and sort of like almost elite PVM kind of content for not for every player. Whereas the med level PVM is kind of more like, it's more chill, isn't it? You still make a decent amount of money. It's chill. You can chat to mates in your clan. You can chat in PM or whatever. You can still make good money, and it's quite enjoyable for most players, and it's easily accessible for most players to at least try, even at a low level. And then if you have sort of higher level gear, it's a lot easier, and it's just really quite chill. And they're really good bosses to do. So I think that Jagex, when they bring in new bosses, they should focus a bit more on bringing this in. Like God Wars Dungeon 2 a couple of years ago. What's a couple of years? Yeah, I think it is a couple of years ago now. Wow, that's gone quick. That was a brilliant bit of content when they brought that out. As it, instead of being like another top tier boss like Solak when they brought that out, that everyone's sweating there for a whole day trying to get the first kill, and it's kind of like, it's not playable content for a vast majority of players. It's kind of for the elite. Like I know people that have to sort of leech it for comp cape. I haven't even got a Solak kill yet. I've never even attempted it. I know I would die. Same with Telos. Never tried it. No, I'd die. I'm not so sweaty with the whole map keybinds and everything like that. But it's something that everyone can do. And I think that they should bring it out, because even if they did release it with a few more mechanics and stuff like that, so you can, for people that do like to use their hotkeys and everything like that, then you can sort of make it so they're not like instant KO abilities and things that it does, so it's a bit more chill. And obviously you get lower GP rewards for it, so you know you don't get that chance of like a 1 bill plus drop. You kind of just get what you're given, really. But you know, something like God Wars Dungeon 2, where it is like a 20-30 mil drop, you know, like a lance or something like that. Dragon Rider Lance is a good example here, and the crests. When you get one, they're pretty good. You know, it's a nice boost to your GP, but you get a decent amount, well, not so great now with the same spirits, but you get a good amount of GP from like the standard drops as well. And you know, they're okay XP, they're not horrendous XP. Obviously you don't go there for XP, you go there for entertainment, making a bit of GP. But it's really good, and they are amazing to do with a friend, like to go duo. If you have only got one friend or whatever online, you don't need to go get a large team like you would for Rots or Virago or Raids, where you need a large team to go and do it. You can either go solo or you and one friend. So if you just have one friend that's online, you can go and have a chill hour at Hellware, at Gregorovich, whatever you fancy really. You can make a decent amount of money even in a duo, because it obviously improves your kill speed. It's not going to be as good money as solo, because obviously you have to split any drops you get, but it still is pretty, you know, pretty decent money. and they're just really chill bosses to do. So yeah, I don't know what kind of ideas they could fill for like mid-level bosses. I guess with PVM they can kind of just like pick it out of nowhere. They don't really have to go for sort of like a storyline, like with quests where they have to kind of follow on. I did see a few years ago, but I think it might be kind of dead now, like when the bosses didn't really have many mechanics, and QBD was kind of the first one that sort of really had real mechanics that were, you actually had to avoid like the firewalls and stuff like that when that first came out. I remember that on release. That was well hard on release. Like when I had the day off work, I might have even been in school back then. That was a few years ago now. And yeah, I was there waiting for it to be released, and oh my god, I just died repeatedly on day of release. But now it's easy content. But that was pre-EOC, and it was kind of like developed for EOC, I believe. So it was, yeah, it was developed for what was going to happen in a few months, which all makes sense now because I think that's the boss I got the most kills. I've got like 2,500 kills or something on it. I don't know. I'll have a look. Queen, queen, queen. Where is it? Yeah, 2.4-ish K kills, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I did see that you could get some like almost like dungeoneering bosses a few years ago, but sort of bring them out there. Like imagine having to kill. There's like that one that's like the mini Jad, isn't it? I can't remember what his name is now. I haven't done dungeoneering in a long time. Let's have a look. I know the one I mean. I just don't know the one that it's called. Dreadnought. Oh, that thing, the Warped Gulliger thing, where it's kind of like the Jad, where you have to like prayer flick all between each kill. It does all that sort of stuff. Something like that, you know. There's a mid-level boss that brought out. I don't know how they'd introduce it into the game, but I think that the dungeoneering bosses would make a cool addition. Oh my god, my aggression potions dropped. I'm too busy chatting away and not even looking at what I'm doing here. Alright, come on, get back on me, Abyssal Demons. Losing games. But look, look how much XP you get here. 650k. I did do a guide on Abyssal Demons for like AFK GP making, but obviously I couldn't do them in Kurodal's dungeon because, you know, you only have them for a task. I've only been here 5 minutes and I'm already well over halfway through the task. So it's a really quick task, but you do get good XP while you're here. Even better than out of the dungeon, obviously. But it's pretty short. So that's pretty much it for this video. So I mean, leave in the comments below any kind of ideas you'd have for Jagex for sort of like mid-level PVM, or whether mid-level PVM is even as enjoyable to you guys as I find it personally. So thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like. If you did enjoy, subscribe so you don't miss any of my future content, and I'll put links in the description to the previous episode of my Slayer vlog and my money making guide playlist. I'm also going to hopefully be doing a review of, or like a preview kind of thing of what I think of the behind the scenes for May when that's released. I was kind of hoping that was going to be released today, or this morning, but I assume it will be released today. It's the 2nd of May now, so they should definitely release it today. And I've also got my Gargoyle mid-level AFK PVM money making guide is now ready, and I'll be uploading that on Sunday evening for you all to watch then, so keep a lookout for that. I've seen quite a few new subscribers. My last Slayer vlog video was really pretty popular, so if you are a new subscriber, comment hi down below and I'll say hi back. Thanks very much for watching. See ya.